Hello everybody, my name is Jagiero and welcome to episode 12 of Jagiland. Now the last episode we went into the nether and got a bunch of goodies here, as you can see. I've actually got a fortune pick now, so I can use that on these blocks of quartz here, and I haven't decided which horses I'm going to use these saddles on yet, so I'll just leave them for now. Because today is going to be a building episode. As you can see, I've set out a layout of a building here. Now this is going to be a blacksmith, because we need a place to store things like the coal, iron, gold, that kind of thing. And I figured, why not a blacksmith, basically? This is something that I know a lot of people do, a blacksmith. And I had a look around and I couldn't really find a sort of satisfying build to, obviously not copy, but use as an influence kind of thing. So I've tried in creative about a bajillion, million, squillion times and failed every attempt. Up until the last attempt where I just sort of went, can I say balls out? I've said balls out. I went balls out for the last attempt, and I think I've nailed it. So I'm just going to get right into it here. As you can see, we have a section here, and then a main section here, and then another section here that it's repeated that section over there, but flipped. And that's because this main section is going to be the actual house kind of thing, the living quarters, and a small working area. This is the outside working area here between these and these here, and then these are the posts for a kind of platform to go up to the second level of the house, which is something I've not done before, so quite happy with that. I do like to challenge myself. Nailed that. Failed that one. Very good. That's what I was waiting for. These two are just too high. As in the number 2, not just the too high. Right. Let's go for... Did I get them? I did. Yes, very good. Now I'm going to do our usual trick of randomizing to add some age to things. Very good. Basically the same blocks as we've used for the house and the stonemason. The stonemason had less wood in it. This one obviously has a lot more wood than the stonemason. And again, trying to randomize, it is never easy. I actually want to try and build this whole build in one episode, which is going to be quite difficult, but we'll see. Now, what do I do here? I've already gone too far. First mistake. Cobblestone. I've got the stone slabs. There. Now this platform just goes all the way across. Like so, and you'll see this randomized pattern used in a lot of builds around this place. So again, it's adding to the kind of uniform detail of the rest of the builds. Let's bring these up. Okay, so the door's here. So what I'm actually going to do is swap these out for some stairs, just to make like a little step. Like so, into the main building, which I'm not going to work on just yet. I'm just going to repeat this platform for the other side. Okay, so I've done that, and what we have here is just a way to get up to the upper level Why couldn't I think of that word? That's very strange. And also a way to get in, because we're going to have a door here. Get into the lower level. So it's kind of like we have a basement without actually having a basement, which is that's kind of why this appealed to me. It actually looks a bit bulky. It's quite large platform, but I think it works. So for my next trick, I'm just going to stick these on here, and then also below here. And I've just had an idea that might actually change this. Adding these fence posts in, alternating with the gates instead of regular fence posts, just to add a little bit of interest. So you still can't actually walk over the edge. Get here. And that needs to go on here. So, I mean, that looks quite interesting, but I've actually just thought of something slightly different. I don't have any stairs. I'd love to finish building this in one episode, so if the episode turns out a bit long, I'm sorry. But I just can't build any faster, basically. Okay, yeah, I quite like that. See, even if you build things in creative first, don't be afraid to still add to them. Nice, so I'm just going to finish that on the other side as well. Okay, so that's all done. Now you'll notice I used oak fences instead of the spruce, just because I wanted that contrast between the spruce here and the fences there. For the next section, we're going to do the downstairs bit here. Or at least some of it. So we're going to have a window here, door there, and a window. Oh no, no, something special there. Yeah, leave that bit. Okay, and then because this is the downstairs bit, well, I'll show you this section first. Same thing repeated there. Did I get them? Okay, I got them. Cracked stone bricks. Now, because this is I mentioned the basement thing, although it's not a basement, but the sort of downstairs area, I just felt like going with cracked bricks and cobble was just it just felt right. I don't know. Kind of more aged at the bottom section, maybe. Well, really, I think the main reason I wanted to do it was I wanted to differentiate it between the bottom and the top. So the top will be slightly different. Now, very similar to the bottom, just slightly different blocks used. I hope I'm right in thinking there's windows here. I have got a screenshot up, but it doesn't really show that section. And then instead of the cracked bricks, we're going to go with some andesite. Now, andesite is actually quite a similar block because it does look a little bit weathered anyway. And you can differentiate between the depth between the stone stairs with this sort of bridge along the bottom, and then this is just like a flat block, and then the 3D block here. I think I'll use that. We'll have a door here. I'll just repeat this for the other side. Okay, so I've just repeated that for the side section as well. Making good progress here, so that's good. Oh, no, fail. now you can tell the back section is going to be slightly different with all these pillars here. This is actually going to be the door here. In fact, let's mark that out just so I remember. I'm going to have a window here, here, there. I'm actually going to change these ones for stone brick. Now this is because the inside layout of this isn't going to be just one open room. It's going to be sectioned off, which is something that was pretty important to me, just to have something different than the house is all one room, then the stonemason's all one room. I wanted this to be different. Yeah, okay, so that's looking good. Okay, so as you can see, I've also built up the frames up to the top and started on the front here. Now here we're going to have a fireplace. Well, that's actually supposed to be like a forge type area. Try it that way. It's going to be quite an ornate looking forge or fireplace or chimney, whatever. Like that. Where are they? There, chisel stone brick, because again it's a rare block, which I keep emphasizing in this world. You know, this is the blacksmith's forge, so it's quite important to him. So he's had that specially made for this. Now, which way did I do it? That way. And now I'm not going to go all the way to the top. I'm just going to do as far as I can. As far as I can see on the screenshot, sorry. Which you can't see, so you don't care. I know. Now the inside is going to be random cracked bricks and cobblestone. Just because it's the inside of a chimney, you know what I mean? That wasn't very random. I kind of forgot what I was doing. That'll do for now. I'm just going to repeat that forge shape on the inside. Okay, I actually just realized I can only go so far up with this for now. And I just want to mention, I said about maybe the stonesmith creating this chisel stone block, and I kind of like the idea of the stonesmith actually doing all the rest of the stonework in this building as well, because it has that style of this kind of busy, a little bit spammy, but I'll say busy instead. Busy style. It's busy but refined, put it that way, or spammy but refined. And that's kind of influenced in this. You can see that the way this is, you know, it alternates between the stone brick and the cobble. In fact, actually, no, actually, because it will repeat there. Yeah, it just has that similar style, and I like the idea of the stonesmith creating that. So just a little bit of a story for the world. Why not? But yes, I mentioned I can only go so far up because reasons. Because let's just do cobblestone for now. This section is going to have a roof going across there, so I don't know how high I can get that to go. Have I done that right? Yes. Again, it's just exactly the same as that. There's sort of 3 blocks, and then I'll stick one in the middle on the outside. And my phone just went off. Awesome. I think it happens every episode now. glad I remembered to put it on vibrate. Okay, then what I'm going to do is chop away at a few of these, wherever I can. I don't have 9. Ah, there we go. Just to keep that kind of alternating look. That was a fail. That was a fail as well. There, and yeah, one around there. Okay. Okay, and then that's just going to have spruce like so, and then on the inside as well. Like so. Okay, so I finished all that roof there, and I've just added these little details to the chimney there just to cover up that double smooth stone slabs. I'll finish off the rest once I've actually done the roof, and I'm going to do the roof for the top section here now, right this minute. How can I... There. I think I'll start it... Let's go a bit lower. Not that low. God's sake. Yeah, so it starts there. That's fine. Now again, the 3 slabs pattern. I won't do this for every roof. I was just thinking it's not so much, or not a lot of variety in the roofs really. We've just got that one, and then this is the same basically. But I do have other roof designs ready to go for this series. Okay, so I went ahead and just finished off the roof anyway, just because it's not particularly interesting. As you can see, it's got a middle ridge like normal. Really, the only thing worth saying about it is, as you can see, it follows that line all the way down. Now, originally when I did it, I think I did this section a block lower, and it actually created a few problems and looked a bit weird, so... On this section, on this time, I haven't done it. I'm not a massive fan of the look of that, but it's not very often I'll look at it from this point of view. When you look at it from over here, it kind of looks different. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with that. Now this does look a little bit boring, and I am going to add some details and stuff to spruce it up a bit. Now I'm just going to finish off this top section. Not like that, I'm not. Here. Yeah, okay. Do I have any polished andesite? I do. Let's just fill that in with that. Just because it's actually a block we haven't used very often on this build, so just want to throw it in there. And on this one, the special block. Okay, and I'm just going to repeat that for the other side. Okay, so I've done that, and now all I'm going to do is just add a few little details, like I mentioned. That there. Yeah, we're gonna have to do one there. Where's the other one? There? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like that because I want that andesite block showing there, so. Do that, and then on these middle ones, just going to add those like that. Okay, I just wanted to take a step back and have a look at this, and it's still missing a few different things, so let's have a look what we can do. It feels a little bit flat. Now, adding those cobblestone walls there kind of links up this stairs here, goes up, and kind of links it to that section there, which I quite like. I've done that on a few builds before. And I'm thinking, actually, I should do that here and here as well. So again, cobblestone stairs to cobblestone wall to cobblestone stairs. Okay, and then in these corners here, or on this roof in general, oh, I don't have any. Okay, well, I'll repeat this for the back section and get the blocks that I need. Okay, so what I've decided to do, just to add some extra detail, I'm going to need some dirt. Is use these fence gates, if I can place them, with trapdoors on top. Now that's kind of it's kind of a popular use of them, and I quite like the way it frames like the entrance of the house here. I'm also going to use these here, so they're kind of shutters for the windows. Now people they tend to make a mistake of overdoing them, like doing that, which just looks kind of messy, and you know, it actually doesn't make sense, because if you have a shutter the same size as the window, it makes sense you only need one shutter per window. Okay, and what I'm actually going to do here for this section, I've just thought of, is take out that one. Yes, I can take out that one. And use these. Have I got any? I don't have spruce fences, so that's stupid, but I would do that and then stick spruce fences down on these two. Probably not for that one, because it would hide the stairs there. Oh, I can maybe do it for that one as well. Yeah, why not? In fact, let's grab the spruce fences. Let's make some spruce fences. Like so. There, and that just adds a little more extra interest. I'm going to do the same for this one here. Now, I have to debate the use of spruce fences for this, because it blends in a lot with the oak logs. But I think the oak fences just looks too contrasty. Is that a word? That's a word now. Okay, very good. So I'm going to repeat that on the back section. Okay, so I've worked out this back section now. I've just alternated between stairs and slabs along the top there. Added the fences. These stairs here I've placed this way because I kind of like the way it added that little kind of curved shape there. Just a little detail. And obviously I've added the shutters and these cobblestone walls for extra details for it, so it doesn't look so flat. What did I want to say? Yeah, up here I've added these stairs into the platform here because I kind of like the way it curves in to the window and then comes out to the top there. So, you know, just a little, just like I said, extra details. It all helps. It all adds to the build. Now, the interior parts, I'm going to be a bit worried. I I think I'm going to have the stairs in this corner. So they'll wrap around that there. So I might as well section that off with a wall there. Obviously fill in these gaps. And I think I'm going to have a little room here. Now my worry for this is we're going to have a door here. This is probably going to be like for some storage for a bunch of chests. Because we won't need that many for what this is going to be used for. You know, coal, iron, gold. That might be it. So we won't have too much of that, I wouldn't have thought. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, the door. My worry about this room being here is that you kind of walk in and there's a wall straight away right in front of you. Well, right to the side of you. I think I'm just going to have to just do it and just be happy with it, basically. I don't think I've got a choice, essentially. I have some beams going across, so I'm thinking if I do the beams like every other block. Oh, I've run out of oak logs. Okay, I'm going to farm up some more. But yeah, beams across every other log. Every other block, sorry. Like so. Obviously not in there. But yes, in here. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to have to go farm some more logs, sadly. Okay, so I've got some more logs, and I just wanted to show what this looks like coming from this angle next to the stonemason. I personally think that looks really cool. Don't forget we've got some more details to add, so if it looks a bit flat, don't worry about that. We'll change that up. What I wanted to do now was actually sort this staircase out. I think I'm going to start it here. Now, I've seen people go mad in the comments saying that it needs to be done a certain way around. I don't know which way that is. I just would prefer to do it this way, so yeah. That's there. Okay. I think I'll carry this one up all the way to the top. I'm not sure about these beams here. Well, actually, we're probably going to have a beam going across there. Yeah, so I'll link it with that there. Oh, that sits nice for the fireplace. Yeah, that's fine. And then nothing on these ones. I don't want to do too many beams. Okay, so that's kind of closed this bottom layer off quite a bit. We can put a door here with, you know, a chest in there. And what I want to do is just add these to close it off properly. Okay, so we're on the top section now. I'm just going to extend this stair hole thing all the way to the top. I don't want that one there. I want like a little kind of banister here. Forgot a fence. Yes. Yeah. Can I put these here? Still get down. I can. Nice. I think what I'll do here is just stick some bookshelves so it kind of hides that gap, basically. Now, I'm going to section off a little room appropriately for the bed. I think. So we'll have the bed here. Yeah, so if we maybe do this instead. How about that? Okay, and then those like so. It's getting really dark. Do I have a bed? Okay, let me go sleep. Okay, so I've slept, I've got a bed, so that's in there, nice. Now what I'm going to do for the walls here are these new bone blocks. I placed them sideways. I think that looks quite interesting. No, we can't have them there. can have them though downstairs. In fact, right here. The door's going to be in the middle. Nice. Yeah, I like that. Now this is a little bit jarring here, so what I might do is add some paintings just under here. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. So now I need to add a few details. Oh, thank God. So, hi. It's been hours since I last spoke to you. Although for you, only seconds. You lucky, lucky little... So, yes, I've been fighting this build for the last couple of hours, and it's been fighting back at me, let me tell you. It's like it didn't want to let me make the changes that I just wanted to make. There may have been real tears involved in this, but I finished it. I finished the build. Here's the chimney. I've just finished the top of this. I quite like it. It's quite the same style as the stonesmith thing that I mentioned before. It's quite ornate. I've added leaves. I've actually added lots of leaves all over the place. This is just the roof things that kind of hangs down there. There's a little sneak peek of what's below. As you can see, I've added the a floor around the place. Anything here? Just the leaves on this side, I believe. I think so. Yeah, okay. So let's go around it. Okay, so first off, leaves and a barrel. I love this barrel. I saw this barrel design on what do they call it? Detailcraft Reddit. Is it called Detailcraft? Something like that. Months and months and months ago. And I've been using it ever since, and I might have overused it a little bit in this build. That's fine, because I love this barrel. We have a working area for the forge with the anvil. We will actually use this for repairs now. Blocks of coal, just, you know, decorate the place. Little cauldron. Blocks of coal in the, or coal ore in the floor. Nice. Random. I've got to go quick because I really haven't got enough time. The video's over long already. And this side is just leaves, coal, nothing special. On the back, I've added this little canopy section here. Leaves again. Barrel. Oh god, that's going to haunt me from ever now on. Every video I'm going to be like, barrel. Anyway, yeah, this little canopy section. I felt that it needed something extra for this this back section. And that works for me, to be honest. Barrel. Oh, God. You might notice some changes here. The door was originally here. And it would be so that you would walk in and there would be this wall directly in, well, not in your face, but to the left of you. And it felt weird. And I had to change it in the end. I actually tried to change the room instead, but it wouldn't have it. Like I said, it fought me. It wouldn't let me do it. And here's the inside. We've got some coal bits because this is like the kind of working section of the house. It's like a little work table, coffee mug. Why not? A rug that may have been white at one point but is now black because it's been stained from all the coal kind of thing. The furnaces, we'll probably use these for like smelting cobble. I'll lit the fireplace. Yeah. So far, it hasn't burnt any of the wood around it, so that's good. I did test it in a creative world and it seemed to be okay, so that's fine. I've added this little cupboard here with some hidden lighting and a chest. I've added these paintings just because I felt it felt a little bit plain. Flower pot, why not? Here's the storage, again with some hidden lighting, just alternating trap chests and regular chests. Quite like it. I've added some more storage. Obviously, I've added storage here as well. There are other little bits of chests all over the place, really. Stairs are the same, in the same position, so I didn't have to change anything to do with that. That's good. I've added these bookshelves with more flower pots, more storage, and a jukebox. I haven't actually got a record yet, but that's fine. I will eventually. Now this, okay, my mouse just went weird. That's not good. It started doing that lately. That's really not good. This is obviously the living quarters of the house. So you have a little kitchen here. I've used double smooth stone slabs for the fridge, and I quite like that. I like that more than the wall, to be honest. So I'll use that from now on. I've added the little like cupboard handle things in the item frames. What else we got? A little couch in front of the fireplace. Some shelves, and the bedroom. Just decorated it with a few paintings, bookshelf, flowers. I think Minecraft really needs some more little... Well, I can't even get out of the stupid room. It really needs some more little decorating blocks, in my opinion, but I guess we can't ask for everything. But that's it. That's the build done. It's completely finished, and I have to say, this is actually one of my favourite builds that I've ever made. I don't know, there's something about it. It's got the details, it's got structure. The roof is actually quite interesting. The shape of it is not just a standard kind of well, I guess it is, but with an extra bit. But it's got these little platforms on either side. Yeah, I like it. But I'm afraid I have actually run out of time completely for today, and the video is already over long, like I said, so I really have to shut the hell up. I'm afraid. So, let's get a nice view of it here. Nice. So, that's the end of episode 12. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more, please click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.